So I've been playing around with the Vice palette. It's really beautiful palette. This is definitely one of my favorite palettes for fall because I think it's very well rounded and it has a lot of color. It's also one of the pricier palettes, but like I said, it's got mattes and colors in here. So I wanted to play with some of the colors today since I've already used that once in a neutral look. And that's basically what I came up with. And to me, it's some of the more noteworthy colors, reason I bought the kit. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoy the tutorial and thanks for watching. Taking 100% pure organic coffee bean caffeine eye cream and the All Natural Face Magic Vegan eyeshadow primer. And I'm actually gonna go in with the Vice palette and here's obviously what it looks like. If you didn't see my other video, I did a neutrals for my 60 song series, but I'm now going to be taking Blitz, which is that really pretty bright yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 777, a little bit of Blitz, and we're going to pat this all over the eyelid. Take a little bit of Junkie, which is this really pretty grassy green right here on the side. And we're gonna go ahead and take some of this 77, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on in the outer corner, and then whatever you have left over on the brush, you can go ahead and pop that in the inner corner unless you want it to be a little bit more intense. Then you can pick up a little bit of color and pop that in, just following the shape of your eye so that it flows. I'm now going to go over the edges of Junkie with a little bit of Unhinged, which is just that really gorgeous tealy shade right here. Go ahead and pop this, not completely over Junkie, but just on the edges of Junkie, just so we could see the green, the yellow, and the teal as well. I'm now going to blend this out a little bit, and I'm going to take a little bit of the color Laced, which is just that really pretty matte brown right here. It's got kind of like a pink undertone. The Sigma E40 blender. And we're just going to smooth out those colors as we blend it along. I'm going to be taking a little bit of Anonymous, which is just this really light peachy color right here at the bottom. This is very reminiscent of last year's Skimp, but that one had a lot more shimmer in it. This is very similar to Walk of Shame. So if you don't want to buy the build your own for that particular color, this is a other route to go if you're interested in this palette. Add some more dimension to the texture. We already have the matte in the crease and the matte on the brow bone, so for those who like a little bit of matte, I included that as well. And I'm going to take a little bit of Chaos, which is just this really bright matte blue. I'm just going to pop this in the outer corner only, and then I'm just going to take a touch of it on the blender, just barely touch the eyeshadow Chaos, and that way we can get a smooth but obvious a little bit of the blue. I want it to be, you know, not there. Unless you pack on a lot in the outer corner, and then you could just kind of blend it up. This sort of diagonal shape you see me moving my brush in. I'm sorry I'm always tilting my head to the side. I know the camera looks better with my face shape if I'm straight on. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it up slightly to get that sort of open eye, really pretty 769. Which is like this really cool elbow of makeup brushes, which I use in a lot of videos, especially when I'm trying to work with hard creases and stuff. And I took a little bit of Anonymous and just placed it over the edges, just so that it looks really touched up. And you could always, of course, take your original transition shade, the Laid color, or what is that? Yeah, it's Laced, sorry, not Laid. Ooh, sorry. And we're just going to press that right on top of the blue with Black Market, which is that matte black right here. And it's not as black as Blackout, but it's actually, it works really nice. It's still pretty black. And we're just going to pop this up. There's no problem with the pigmentation. It's just a little bit more of a steely black, I guess I would say. Pop this on the eyelid, and we're just gonna smooth that clean on the bottom. So I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil in Matte Camille, and I'm just going to line the inner rim with it. I'm now gonna be taking a little bit of Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Grafitti, and we're just gonna pull that in I take the Dialing Tool 760, which is a pointer brush, and just kind of smudge that out a little bit. A little bit of Junkie, which is that really pretty green. And we're just going to place this over Grafitti. It's really going to bring out Grafitti really well because they're both green and glittery. I'm going to add a little bit more Blitz, which is our prominent lid color, and just sort of accentuate the gleam of the eye. Regardless of the color of your eye, yellow really kind of pops on a lot of people. Blue, green, brown, hazel. A little bit of Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Perversion. And I'm just going to line the upper lash line. Too Faced 3-way. And we're just going to line the upper lash line. I like to get in underneath when I'm doing the inner portion of the eye by flipping, you know, kind of the pen under right here. Now I'm going to take the Too Faced Size Queen Mascara. We're just going to go ahead and make those eyelashes nice and thicker and blacker. Take the Ardell number 134s, which are these spiky, fun lashes. They do go on a little bit more feminine than the way they look in the package. They're just a whole lot of fun. These are definitely one of my all-time faves. I've worn these to a lot of makeup shows. Love these. Foundation, I applied a mix of True Beige and Golden Beige, and I applied those all over, but I touched up with True Beige on the center of the forehead, down the nose, chin, and the cheekbones to sort of brighten it up a little bit so I didn't look too gold. And then for the upper lash line, just to hide the lash band, I took a little bit of the Perversion liner, kind of put that on, and smudge it out with the 760 again. Now for blush, I'm going to take the Inglot Cream Blush in number 90, which is this really pretty, this is their dark peach. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on. I'm going to take Urban Decay Glide On Cheek Tint in the color Sin, and it is the champagne-y color. And I really want to lighten up the face a little bit because I think the golden foundation is really making me feel very orange. I think I'm just not used to full coverage foundation in this color. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on just to brighten up the face. And blend it out too. Setting the skin with the Pumpkin Poppy Cosmetics Oil Absorbing Mineral Veil and the Dialing Tools Powder Brush, which is the number 942. And just kind of set all the cream products and foundation up. I'm now going to take the Ben Nye Banana Visage Powder, and I'm just going to use this. You could use this as a setting powder. Sometimes I'll put this just right about here, just to brighten that up and add a little bit of coverage right there. I'm going to take a little bit of Little Rock by Pumpkin and Poppy and place this just on the top of the cheekbone, just in the outer bit, not all over like we did with the cream product. Out the color from the brush that we used because we can use it again. And then I'm just going to pick up enough color into the 959 so that we see it on top of the golden foundation. And then just kind of pounce that onto the cheekbone. I'll take the Inglot lip liner in number 68, which is that frosted nude. These lip creams sitting in my stash for a couple weeks now, maybe even longer, and I've never pulled them out or used them as like looking for the right opportunity look. I have the color Honey Bear. I have some of the colors from the Spice line right now only because it's just kind of fills out my makeup collection because I don't really have anything spicy or kind of warm nude. A little bit of Peekaboo from the Too Faced Glamour Gloss line. Hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and found it fun and colorful.